What is going on, everybody? Are you having fun in your hobby right now? There are a lot of negative tournament cheater videos and stuff going on right now, and I just wanted to break that up a little bit. And I could tell there's a lot of interest in the cheating at that event for 40K because of the amount of views my cheating video got from the London GT. Like, people are commenting on that as if I was talking about the current plasma pistol gate or whatever the guys from Long War are calling it. But I want to know if you're having fun in your hobby and what are you working on? Because I think I've mentioned this before, I feel like I'm in just an avalanche of hobby goodness right now, but it's also a bit overwhelming. I don't have any good tips on how to overcome that, or I don't know, like how to battle that feeling. Sometimes when you have too much to do, you kind of do nothing. I haven't been doing that. I've been doing a lot. It just feels like nothing because I'm doing so many things at once. You won't be able to see it probably. No, you can't. I did some pretty cool orange power knives on these 10 Reaver guys I was working on, and kind of doing a comic book style highlighting of the power weapon, and it looks pretty cool, and it matches the blue one I did on the little lieutenant guy. So I got 10 Deathwatch Reavers that I'm working on, going good. I'm working on all the Stormcast stuff for my like a slow grow league I'm in, and I'm working on this red Stormcast Dragon. This week it's 750. Next week it's like 1,000, or 2 weeks then it's 1,000, and then 2 weeks after that it jumps up to 1,500. And at 1,500 I'll bring in the Dragon. If you're not familiar with the Dragon in the Stormcast army, he's very, very good, and that's all you need to know about him. He's even better now because reasons, magic items, spells, things like that. I'm trying to figure out these purple wings. I've done anyway, he's red with silver. If you can see, my lighting feels not good right now for this video. He's red, his wings are purple, and I'm kind of playing that going through. So I did the tornado purple here. I'm still working on that. And my first batch of these little Aether birds, they're purple. My problem though is I'm having a hard time with these fingers that are like run down in between the wing material. I've tried to paint them. That just looks sloppy. Like, I'm sure it's like I don't know, it looks real bad when I've been doing it. For some reason I can't figure out how to paint these things like a color that works or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I just can't figure it out. I had a really great airbrush like gradation transition from dark to light on the wing. Then I went in and tried to paint the fingers. It looked awful, and I redid it. Now I did it a darker, different purple. I think I'm just going to go in with the airbrush and try to bring back that gradation, like dark to light at the end, but just leave, to the best of my ability, those kind of fingers. I don't know what they're called. I guess they're fingers for the dragon. Just leave those purple. I'm not sure. I'm having a rough time with that. We've been working on all kinds of spells. We got cogs. We got flaming heads. I got Vanguard Raptors I'm working on, the Rider for the Dragon. We're just going to keep... I got a Balewind Vortex. I got some Vostroyan guys I want to finish. A bunch of guys over here. I still want to work on this Frankenstein bust when I get around to that. I got 6 aggressors over there. I still got the second Imperial Knight, just prime black and silver, from the Renegade set, so I need to work on that too. And besides that, I'm going to try and show you this. So this box is gigantic, and inside it is the Cool Mini or Not Kickstarter and all the exclusives and add-ons for the game The Others, Seven Sins or Seven Deadly Sins, The Others. It's a kind of monster dungeon crawl board game. So I really want to jump into that and start painting up some of those models in that board game so we can play. We're about done with Gloomhaven. We only have a few more weeks on that at the game store. So I got a huge box. There's so many miniatures in that. And I'm working on so many armies. So I'm having a good time. And that's why I was curious if anybody else, like, I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed. Got my Star Drake base, working on that. I definitely need to be putting more time in the day to actually making some progress on this. Less time looking for the right podcast to listen to or the right whatever. I need to just be sitting here and really plugging along. But it's hard to say I'm not doing it correctly because I am having fun and I am still willing to sit down and put in some work. So it's super cool and interesting that you can be overwhelmed in this hobby, but you got to remember why you're in this hobby. So forget about all that cheating 40K tournament nonsense, unless you're in the hobby for tournaments. So ignore what I say. But if you're in the hobby to have a good time, instead of scrolling through the internet looking for why so-and-so's a cheater and so-and-so's not, and you can go watch my other cheating video. I don't care that much because I don't care about the events that much, except for, say, like a art painting competition. I think that would be cool. But have fun, right? One problem I have, this will be a little bit of a confession, maybe. One problem, I have a harder time keeping in a positive mindset while playing Age of Sigmar than I do 40K. 40K, I don't care as much about things dying. Some people, it really pisses them off when their tank dies on the first turn or whatever. I've gotten pretty good at putting myself in the right place when I play 40K, tournament, whatever, right? Getting tabled, tabling my opponent. I'm having, I try to have a decent amount of fun. And Sigmar, Age of Sigmar, man, I cannot. I have in and out of a positive, negative kind of emotional state while playing, like a emotional roller coaster type situation. And I can't figure out, I think it's honestly that damn double turn. It's just irritating me sometimes. But I've been having fun. I play with my friends, so I haven't played a Sigmar tournament. I'm not sure how much fun that would be. But I play with like 4 or 5 or 6 different people down at the local game store. Probably about 6 or so. Maybe a few more than that. Let's say 10 different people. So I don't really need a tournament to get games in. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like I'm still getting used to the craziness of like Sigmar's units and things, the abilities, the stacking. There's a lot of crazy stuff, and you just sit there like, oh, my 8 whatevers put out 40 attacks, and you're just like, I don't know if this feels right, but I don't know. Either way, it's been a decently good time. All the FAQs came out today, so that's all exciting. Most of it that I glanced through seemed to not fix anything except for a few things. Well, that makes sense. Some of the major problems I feel like did not get fixed, like some of the summoning stuff, and some of the other potential major problems did get fixed, like stacking command abilities for certain command traits or command abilities in, like, say, the Stormcast army. So that's fun. Quick update on the negative bravery Stormcast army build. I'm still going to be building a unit of decimators and going forward a little bit on that and playing it, but it dawned on me in my game on Saturday that I charged in. I had -5 on a unit of Witch Elves, and they had Battle Brew and were immune to Battle Shock and killed everything. Even though I killed like 12 or 13 of them. The remaining ones killed everything that charged them pretty much, and totally won the game in one combat. Had they not been immune to battle shock, like 15 or something, it was like D6 plus 12 would run away, something like that. So cool, except they didn't run away because they were immune to battle shock. And then I never even really thought of it, but you could just save a command point and make your unit immune to battle shock after all the stacking of negative bravery hits them. So I'm not sure that's the right build at all. I think it's going to be a lot of I did 10 wounds, you're -3 to bravery. Okay, I'm going to make them immune to battle shock. Damn it, so. I still think decimators have their place. They should definitely be cheaper than evocators, because those are probably the best. But I'm not really jumping too much into meta chasing my Stormcast. I want to eventually have 2 dragons, which I guess could be considered a very powerful army. But after playing it a few times, I'm the kind of person that would just let my opponent know when I showed up to the game store, like, hey, Bubba. I don't know anybody named Bubba, but, hey, Bubba, you want to play against 2 dragons, or you want to play against, 1? That sort of thing. And then, if they don't want to play against 2, and then we don't have to play against 2. And that being said, it might be a year before I ever open that dragon that I've had for 3 years and put it together, because I'm still working on this one. So, just some random thoughts for you. So, what are you working on? What do you work on when you're having fun in the hobby? Some people, if you find painting a chore, I don't relate to you at all, except for when you're painting little fingers in between leathery wing pieces. Those seem apparently way too hard for me to handle for some reason. And another thing, do you find it hard to work on stuff that you maybe aren't gonna get a use? Because I've dabbled around the idea of doing some commissions for like some side money. I do things like I work and then I do some eBay stuff, and I was thinking commission stuff here and there, like small things, not an entire Ultramarines army or nothing like that, but maybe a character or a unit, something like that, or maybe like 8 heroes from a board game. So do you find it hard to work on stuff like that? I think if somebody was paying me, I could work on it and do a good job. But when I was trying to paint some Blood Angel stuff that I had, because I sold most of it on eBay, I was trying to paint the Sanguinary Guard, and then I was going to sell them like pro-painted, and I can't bring myself to work on them. Also, the metal models of the Vostroyans, they're all going to go up for sale. Part of it being I never locked in a color scheme I really liked for my tanks, so I didn't make a lot of progress on it. And the main reason being I just hate painting those little metal Vostroyans. They're cool looking, but there's just way too much trim and nonsense on them. Plus the amount of time you gotta file and scrape each one to make it even decent. It's like I've had these same ones on my desk now, like partially painted for a month, and I haven't put nothing on them. So what I'll probably do is get rid of all the metal Vostroyans, maybe keep the ones I have painted or sell them as painted, and then trade some extra Scions I have for like Cadians, and then I'll just use them as Vostroyans. I'll put Adeptus Mechanicus heads onto the little Cadian bodies, which I think I have one here. Can't see anything. Well, maybe. Probably can't see them, but anyway, they fit pretty good. The little AdMech heads on the Cadian bodies. That will give them a different look than Cadians, and then allow me to play them as any regiment I feel like. Each day I feel like playing them. So that's a future project, but technically that's going to be on hold. I will be getting rid of a lot of the Vostroyan stuff, but not the vehicles and not the Scion stuff just yet. I have way too many Scions. After buying a guy's Scion army, and then plus all the stuff I bought, I ended up with like probably 4,000 points of scions. So let's whittle that back to like 2,000 points. So, whatever. This Deathwatch Primaris army has been a lot of fun to work on. I got like some kind of easy to do techniques, like with little lines and scratches that really you just need a pointy, sharp, thin brush. But it looks pretty good. Combination of cool basing with dry pigments, gloss and matte finishes. And it's coming out pretty good, so I've been having a good time with that. Plus, I really like the way the knight came out. So after I finish these 10 Reavers, the 6 aggressors, 2 Armiger Helverins, I believe they're called, Warglaive Helverins, the autocannon ones, they'll go into the Deathwatch to be my shooting. Then I got 2 repulsors. I want to buy one of those easy build dreadnoughts just because it'll look cool in the army. Although I think those little autocannon and the mini knights are just better. But whatever. Because it's not like the dreadnought gets special issue ammunition. But anyway, and then I don't know about all those vehicles, but I got to finish these 10 Reavers, finish those 6 aggressors, and then I got to knock out like 15, at least 15, so 10 more intercessors, probably 15 more intercessors at least, and then some maybe 5 hellblasters. Then I can start playing them. Problem right now is I just don't have enough troops, so I think maybe after these Reavers and aggressors I go into intercessors for at least 10 more, and then work on some other stuff, and then that way I could just ally them in with my AdMech to play with them before I actually play with it, like have a full army done. So that could be exciting. I got a Necron army. Basically I ended up with 2 Necron armies. I don't know what to do with that yet. I got part of an Orc army. I've pieced out some of it. I still got quite a bit. I might just sell all that. I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm not playing Orcs. I might sell it during the teasers for the codex. That way people are a little more excited about it. Looking around, I got a lot of Stormcast kits to build and stuff, but I got a lot of built already too. Like I said, I got a 2nd dragon and stuff. So anyway, we got a ton of stuff going on, and on top of all that, we got a giant new board game. It's gonna look super awesome when it's all painted up, whenever that is. And in this bin here that's holding my TV now, this green lid bin, there's the Cool Mini or Not Massive Darkness board game. And that's partially painted. I need to finish that at some point. So if people don't die until they paint all their miniatures, I'm going to be alive for about the next 400 years. Not including all the cool new stuff that comes out every single week. In my bag over there, I got that new Dracoline Stormcast Wizard. Easy build, so I don't have to waste too much time building them. And we still got the Tyranids. We got the Eldar sitting up in the clouds behind the camera. And I don't know, lots of good stuff, lots of good time to be in the hobby. If I was doing maybe more on eBay and commission and YouTube, we're like a quarter of the way to revenue. I haven't made any money off my eBay partnership with my links, my affiliate links. So hopefully one day this will generate some income also, and then I can just kind of paint and hobby and play and whatnot as a full-time gig. And that obviously is probably a lot of people's dreams, to just do whatever they want and make money. So it's mine too. So welcome to the club, me. That's about all we got right now. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm filming this on Monday night. My birthday is July 30th. So if you want to buy me anything, thank you. Please do. You can mail me your old miniatures you don't want, and I'll gladly go through them and pick out the ones I want, and then maybe resell them on eBay, the ones I don't want. But joking aside, it is my birthday coming up in just a few days. And thank you all for sticking around. Please subscribe. We did not ever hit enough unique commenters on my 200 subscriber giveaway to give away Lilith Hesprex. I don't know where she is right now. The Dark Eldar lady. So I think we might just do it again at 300, or maybe do 2 giveaways at 300. I thought, honestly, like getting 30 people to comment would be easy enough, but it was not. So we might be having to change that, maybe give it away. We're like 30 subscribers away from 300 now, so it's crazy that we gained like 70 and we never had a chance to give away the Dark Eldar lady. That being said, I feel a little bad about that because I wanted to give it away, but at the same time, it is a financial drain. Not only is it shipping, but it's also a $20 model or whatever. So I don't really feel like I should just give it away, even though we didn't hit the 30 different people commenting or whatever. So a lot of people did comment, and I loved reading them, and I tried to reply to a lot of them, or all of them. So I kind of don't feel like I have to just give it away if we don't do the thing I tried to do, like get 30 comments, or unique commenters, not the same person commenting over and over. But we will still try and give it away because I don't play Dark Eldar. So maybe the 300 subscriber giveaway, and we can just try again because now we'll have 300 subscribers. We could get more. I did give away the Orcs and Abaddon, so I have been good on those. But this one, I guess I made it a little more difficult to trigger the giveaway, and it didn't happen. So we might be scratching that for now. And if you own the paint, Rhinox hide, tell me what you use it for. I always hear about it in the GW painting videos for like chipping and stuff, so I just picked that up for funsies. That's all. Please subscribe. We're almost at 300. We're almost going to make $100 million in fun Warhammer money, and we're going to have probably just die in an avalanche of paint. So, adios.